Hey, Bike Skills Project. Just wanted to go through removing a cassette for you today. So first step is we get that wheel out of the bike and pop that quick release off. Make sure you drop your skewer cap so that you can find it, and that'll be good later. And then from there, we're going to need our Chainwhip and our lockring tool. So the lockring tool fits into the cassette, and then what we do is we're standing above the wheel, and what we're going to do is put the cassette or the Chainwhip on one of the bigger cogs ideally, and then what you're going to need is either another Chainwhip or an adjustable wrench or a box wrench that then we can put onto the lockring tool. And so basically the Chainwhip will sort of go clockwise and we'll push down, and that lock ring will pop off the lock ring on the cassette, and then basically we can remove the cassette. Now the key thing once you get it off and clean your cassette or replace your cassette is that there's always going to be one of the ridges is actually a bigger section. So that's sort of where you're going to want to, when you go to put the cassette back on, is you're going to have to line that back up. So the bigger sections go onto the bigger section of the freehub body. So what I usually do is keep things somewhat organized in one hand and just go about filing them back on, trying to keep things somewhat organized. But as long as you get that big one back on, you should be able to get your cassette back on. So after I've assembled that, basically what I'm going to do is I just use my hand and that lockring tool again, and then what I can do is either the box part of the Chainwhip or the adjustable wrench again on the lockring tool, and this time we're going to tighten it, so clockwise, get it onto the ground to get a little bit tighter, and what we're going to do is just apply that pressure until it's on there nice and tight. And usually you get a couple clicks. This one's actually and that should be good.